Okay, hello. How are we? Okay, so my name is Mrs. Uche, and I'm here for the phonics lesson for today. How to support children or how to teach children, phonics. Preschoolers. I know that this is a preschoolers, you know, training session. So I'm going to be teaching phonics for preschoolers. Now, when we talk about phonics, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to teach reading or how to teach identification of sounds, how to correlate sounds with pictures or how to link sounds with pictures. And for preschoolers, we have to focus more on their ability to identify the letter sounds, their ability to be able to pick pictures and say, okay, this picture, this is a dog, and the beginning sound for the dog is D. So when we want to teach phonics, we first have to, identify the sound. The letter sound has to first be identified. Now, phonics, like the Jolly Phonics program, looks at 42 letter sounds as against the 26 letters of the alphabet. Now, those sounds help children to read better. Because, for instance, if I ask you to spell the word cat, of course, CAT doesn't spell cat, but cat spells the word cat. So we use phonics to get children to read easily and read fluently and independently as well. So today I'm going to be teaching us, phonics. I'm going to be having a proper phonics lesson with you so you can actually see how you can teach your children phonics. Now, when teaching phonics, because of the fact that they are preschoolers, they are young children, they have to see, they have to feel, right? It cannot be abstract. When you do a lot of talking, it becomes abstract. So it can never be abstract. It has to be as concrete as possible. And how can we make them concrete? By getting pictures, right? I have flashcards here. By getting pictures, by getting actual toys. They have toys at home that they can use, things they can always relate with, things they can see, things they can feel, especially when you know your child's learning style. Either your child is a visual learner or, an auditory learner or a kinesthetic learner. You must always be able to meet the needs. So when teaching phonics, you need a lot of pictures, you need a lot of objects, you need a lot of things, because they must link the sound as much as possible. It's like beating a drum in their head to say, you must learn D, but of course you're not literally beating the drum in their head, but you're showing them pictures that are getting stuck in their heads, they're getting stuck in their memory to say, okay, you know what, this is a duck, right? And the beginning sound for duck is D. And then when we get to phonics, of course, we teach them the letter formation, how to write the letters. So we have what we call the letter formation language. That way, you're not just telling them write D, and they're looking at you, what's she talking about? So there's a language. So for D, we go a back tummy, go up, come down, and give it a flick. I'll do that again. Without tracing fingers, a back tummy, go up, come down, and give it a flick. So every sound or every letter has a letter formation language, which helps writing easier, right? Okay, so I have different pictures. So for instance, I'm going to be teaching the letter sound. What letter sound do you think I should teach? Okay, let's do the letter sound D. So I'm going to be teaching using the letter sound D. So of course I've taught them, I've taught them the beginnings, the letter formation. So I've taught them how to write the letter. So I can play the I Spy game. I spy with my little eyes things that start with D. And then you see them going to get toys. If they have toys that start with D, they get a dog, they see the door, they get a drum, and so that way you're able to track if they understand the concept of the letter sound D. And then you can also sing songs as well. Like the Jolly Phonics program has songs and actions that go with every letter sound. So, if you're teaching them, for D, there's a song for D, and then there's an action, beat my drum. This is the way I beat my drum. There are different songs, there are different actions. And thankfully, we have YouTube where you can also get different videos and resources to emphasize or to reinforce teaching the letter sound you are doing. And I also particularly like this. It is,